Innovation leads the way in golf club design. Adjustability, launch angle, weight distribution, lower spin rate, faster ball speed. There are so many factors with today's clubs. Products come and go, and they get bigger and better each year. But this year, a new marketing trend has emerged, and it's taking us back in time. 1991 saw arguably the biggest change to the driver when Callaway released the Big Bertha. It was made of stainless steel, had a bigger club head, and therefore the biggest sweet spot of any big stick on the market. It was a game changer. Callaway continued with the Big Bertha name until the Big Bertha Diablo in 2009, at which time the brand petered out. But Callaway has brought back Big Bertha this year with two new models, the Big Bertha and the Big Bertha Alpha.
The Big Bertha and the Great Big Bertha were the best, most innovative drivers in our generations. It's one of the greatest brands in the history of golf, right? But you also have to do it in the right way, so you've got to bring something that's worthy of it. Just stamping Big Bertha on a normal titanium driver and believing that that's going to move the needle in the marketplace, you're kidding yourself, and you might actually do damage.
The Berthas have a bit more technology than they used to, such as an adjustable gravity core, movable weights, loft adjustments, and a club face that's sweeter than ever. And if you think that Callaway is the only company dipping back into the past, think again. The Trusty Rusty also hit the golf scene in the 90s when Cobra noticed that tour pros would grind the chrome off their wedges so they would rust over time, a move which enhanced feel. And so the unplated Cobra wedge, designed to rust, was born. Cobra never expanded much into the wedge industry due to competition with companies that were considered the heavyweights in that category. But having expanded its presence under new owner Puma, Cobra's Trusty Rusty is back and ready to compete. But don't be fooled. While successful attributes were used from the original model, new technology makes this club belong among the top tier of wedges. However, the name is certainly a marketing strategy.
I think when you go back into the closet, if you will, you're looking for names that resonate with consumers, and we just got a lot of feedback, positive feedback to the Trusty Rusty. A lot of tour players that had used it, they were looking for Cobra wedges, and so it was kind of a natural extension as we got into business development mode to expand the line. And we actually had a lot of the same team that had developed the original Trusty Rusty still in the company.
Ricky Fowler is one tour pro that is trusting the rust this year on the PGA Tour. While TaylorMade is known for having the #1 driver in golf, Adams Golf won't be touching its parent company's driver success. Rather, it will try to own a different aspect of the game by bringing back its seminal Tight Lies line.
We're going to take the position of owning the second shot, which is tied into our heritage, which is the hybrid, Tight Lies, and our integrated sets, irons and hybrids combination sets. There wasn't a lot of debate or pushback on whether we should or not. We had technology that would allow us to produce a club that was much hotter, if you will, that had much better playing characteristics than the old one, while utilizing the technology that the original Tight Lies had, which is kind of the upside down club, and which helps the ball get up in the air and forward easier.
Adams added Ernie Els to its staff this year to help promote its position on tour and ideally its bottom line. TaylorMade dug back into its history a few years ago when the company brought back the Burner name, which was also widely popular in the 1990s. Recycling a product name may seem like the easy way out, but according to TaylorMade president John Kawaja, familiarity among consumers is vital.
Consumers like to feel comfortable with a product, and the product can be new, but if the franchise is familiar, it's one, it lowers the intimidation and lowers the bar a little bit on their comfort level. We've used names in the past that we've brought back. In 2007, we brought back the Burner, which was a family of products that we used throughout the 1990s, and it was one of our best-selling products for a number of years.
In an industry where manufacturers are constantly creating new gear year after year, these clubs are a refreshing spin on blasts from the past by revitalizing equipment that kick-started their success before they became billion-dollar brands.